morning. We are live on YouTube. 5 years on Instagram, doing the 6 a.m. live stream, and the time just came. You're live now. Time to move it over. Anybody who's chiming in, just kind of curious as to what we're doing here today. We are working on the Bolinoak-Sammahn. Probably easier next time just to pull up the box top. There you go. Bolinoak-Sammahn. All right, let's see if we can also get all messages. That way we can now see everybody posting. We should be good to go. Muggo coffee. Hey, Nick. What's going on, brother? I'm hoping this is pretty easy to find. Got somebody else here who I'm not seeing. Let's see if we can actually... There we go. Scatological. Funny seeing you here. It's weird being here. You do something for long. I understand the mentality. You do something long enough, and it becomes kind of like part of your thing. Sane, what's going on, brother? But yeah, do it long enough, and it's like so. Now when you change something just a little, it's like ooh. Took a minute to find it. Did it? Yeah. I'd love to hear any issues. Just woke up, didn't want to miss the first live stream. Dude, awfully nice of you, Nick. Dude, hopefully everything's okay. Plus, new names. New names for people here. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of new people here. A lot of the people who are on the 6 a.m., especially over the 5-year period, man, a lot of it changed. There were a lot of stalwarts, but a lot of it changed. But it's been fun. Not gonna lie, all good. Yeah, I hear you. I crashed out last night watching something. Woke up around 11:30, and then I couldn't sleep until like almost 2. I'm working on a bit of fumes too, but hopefully it'll be fun. It'll be exciting. And if anybody stays until the end of the show, I'll actually show something that I'll be working on tomorrow. What's your names? Dottie Doodle. I have no idea what that is, but good morning, welcome. All good, just start, yeah. Anyway. Except for the new platform, it's like Christmas. Oh God, please no. Dude, I'll be the first to admit it's like I'm for an old guy, I'm not that uncool, but in terms of being like Christmas, that might be a bit much. Appreciate it though. Hey, Joe, good morning. So, for anybody who's tuning in first time, whatever, and is not sure what to say, first of all, my name is George, old school Gumpla. I work on models. I'm working on the Bolinoak-Sammahn now. I am almost done with my bat plane. My bat plane 1935. I'll be starting to paint Misa Hayase soon. I'm trying to hook us into staying the whole time. You could always go back and watch it later. No one's forcing you to watch something now. So here it's basically, I'm just going to build something. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm working on a model first thing in the morning. Life is good when you do that. And at that point, it's, and we'll talk. And it's just friendly banter. You may learn something, but you probably won't. That's kind of the shtick. Mostly bitching with some brief interruptions for plastic. Spot on right there. See, sometimes you need a PR firm to kind of tell people what you're saying, what you're really trying to say. I love it. Anyway, let's get back to the Bolinoak-Sammahn because I'm not. I started the last night. I started priming the background. However, Just if you can actually see how spotty it is, my airbrush started doing some really crazy shit. So I didn't get too far into it, but later today I will have this thing layer 1 primed, and then after that's done, I'll do a final bit of cleanup. You can actually see this lot of crap up top here I gotta fix. So go hit that thumbs up, fellas. I appreciate it, Nick. Thank you for doing that. That's great. Ooh, look at that, 3 already. Just so people do know, and I appreciate what Nick was just saying, I am not doing this for anything more than just every day hanging out with people and having conversation. I'm not doing this to become some kind of YouTube influencer. We'll get to that in a second. I'm not doing this to, to gain subscribers. I'm not looking to make money off this. I really am not. Never have. It's never been my thing. This is just about, it's got the sign here all the time. This is about staying safe and staying safe. I do like, thank you, appreciate it. This is really about just having conversations with people, because every morning, I like everybody, right? You start your day. I work, I got a lot of stuff going on. I remember smoking crack with you. Do you really? Wow. Did I ever smoke crack? I don't think so. It's possible. He's trying to become a several thousand day or something like that. It was yellow crack. Guess it might have been. So anyway, it was plastic crack, that's for sure. That I'll definitely give you. So this is all about just hanging out with people, because I'm not looking to make money at this. Anytime I've ever tried, like in the past when God, what was it? Take it back. I've never done it. I've seen others try to make money within this hobby in order to, whatever. Hey, I can become an influencer. I don't care. I do this because I just want to hang out and start my day off on the right foot. Every day is always about, I got to get ready for work on the weekdays. And it's like, and mentally that over the last few years, it's been taxing. So if I can start working on models first thing in the morning, nobody's bugging me here in the house. Not to say I got people bugging me, but it's just like, it's downtime. And I can hang out with some friends and we can chat and shit like that. That's what matters. So anyway, there's too much drama. Yeah. Kogi-kun, don't let lie to you. He's a gold digger. Why do I feel like Kogi-kun is Charles? Charles. Anyway, yeah, I'm a gold digger because I'm doing this to make the pennies. Pennies, I tell you, pennies. So I can have the government take it all back. Oh, wait. Give it to the billionaires. Having said that, conversations here are usually pretty light and fluffy. Can they get political sometimes? Yes. Can they get heavy sometimes? Absolutely. Usually it's about just bad shit that's happening in the world and we talk about it. Who, me? Couldn't be. Right. Anyway, with all that, where she could be selling insurance for Tesla. Well, if I were in the White House, I'd be selling it. Having said that, sometimes we do cross into politics. I'm going to try to keep that down to a minimum. But as I kind of hinted at yesterday, there is a possibility I might be doing a YouTube show specifically where I will be talking about the political bullshit that's going on. But I don't want to necessarily make this a political show. The 6 a.m. thing has never been about that. But I've got a lot of anger and feelings, and I want to unload some of that. I don't want to do that here. He's not doing. He's accepting donations. I'm actually not. If there's a way of switching off, like I think there's a way of, people can send money through YouTube. I don't want that. Please don't. I'm serious. I'm not doing it for that. This is the evil brother. It's evil brother Chuck. Hi, Chuck. I'm the devil. Anyway, so we're here to have fun. So not bullshit talking. Let me start snapping a part together. So yesterday, I was just showing, this is like the body of the Bolinoak-Sammahn, which is actually pretty good sized. Joe, I'm not sure if you saw like one of my last episodes of Instagram. You want cash in person? I get it. That's right. Now, if you want to throw a couple bucks and buy me a cup of coffee when we're meeting together in person, that's a different thing. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want anything. No paper trail. Yeah. So Joe, on the, I actually, the same time I picked this up from Mecca Warehouse, by the way, this is not an advertisement, but I do support my locals. Mecca Warehouse is north of me. I like Nick. I've always liked Nick. I like Gundam Pros. I used to have a couple shops nearby. Unfortunately, they're no longer here. Somebody send him $1 so he can become an influencer. Please do not. Edwin, good evening, my friend. How are you? There is no dollar button. No thank. Please, guys, I'm serious. Please. I don't want it. So, but anyway, I went up to Mecca Warehouse. I picked up these paints that I'll be using on Misa Hayase. I picked up the Bolinoak-Sammahn, and I did pick up the Zakutu from RFV, and I will be building that at some point. It was a toss-up between whether I wanted to work on that or this guy here. Wear your G-string to ValleyCon. Something to stick bills. Jesus. Dude, I could do that. I could put like an... I won't do it because I love Don so much. Don's the guy, one of the guys, the head judge over at ValleyCon. But I could put on a little something. Slip me $1. Oh, God. All right, so we're starting off on the right foot, right? We're having fun. Did you open the Zakutu and look at? I did not. No, I did not. I did set it aside on the pile of stuff that I do want to build pretty soon, rather quickly. It is on that pile. I've got about 8 models there that I'll be assembling. It's just right now, it's just about getting through some of this stuff. You should. I know. And usually, it's like Christmas. It's like you rip open the package so you can look inside. I haven't done that. Hey, keep it in your pants. That's what OnlyFans is for. Oh, this isn't OnlyFans? Oh, I logged it in the wrong place. All right. And it being Saturday, I don't have to get wrapped up by 7. I'm happy about that. Let's see how things go. If I start to crash out, whatever. I'm going to put a couple parts on this model, and then what I want to do is I want to show a little bit of something that so I pulled out another tank just to say, because I've been burned out by that little fucking T90. I pulled out another little 1/72nd scale model. Just look at the parts, and in comparison, I want to run that by people just to kind of show what's there. Let's see what we got. George is turning into the show in RoboCop where he will buy that for $1. I love that. I knew it. I knew it. Here we have nippers. There's a difference. That's right. There's a difference. All right, let's get some stuff going on here. E1 910. Ooh, hey, do that. Anyway, happy Saturday to everybody. Can't forget to say that. I hope everybody had a good Friday. Hopefully everybody's Fridays. It sounds like Nick had a long week and he's kind of like ready to pass out, but I hope everybody had a good Friday night, and hopefully everybody's got something fun planned for the weekend. If you do, let me know what you got planned. I'd be kind of curious. For me, it's going to be a low-key weekend. I'm not going up to Maine. A little bit of house cleaning and shit like that. I do want to get some more stuff primed, and I wouldn't mind, if time permits, to get at least 1 layer of paint on Misa Hayase. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but we'll see. Right now, it's trying to get this damn plane thing done so I can get it over to my daughter to paint the background. Friday sucked balls. The tow company came, towed 20 people at $600 a pop. My residents were pissed. Hold it, Joe. Hold it. Explain something to me here. Did your company call them up to do that? Because I can understand where that would be a little problematic. At $600 a pop, I'm sure that that's not going to be easy to come up with for many of the residents. Wow. I have to drag my smoker through the house because my garage door broke. That's my plans. Oh, shit. Private property assigned parking. Wow. Wow, Joe, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's gotta suck. I'm sure people are definitely pissed. Hey, obey the rules, but do you have to gank them for $600? Wow. Nick, hold it a second. Your garage door broke. Are you going to fix the garage door or just say fuck it and just work on the smoker and work and deal with the garage door at a later date? Start with my friends. Joe, how else would they pay for your raise? Wow, that's one cutthroat way of looking at it. Shit. I know, this too shall pass, yeah. Hope, Joe, you weren't one of those people who got towed, I hope. It's just cool. Oh, yeah, then problem solved. No, cool. No, not good. Kind of truth there, fuck. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to take a guess that the $600 that's charged, probably a lot of that doesn't go back to the community offices. I think that's just profiteering by the tow company. Am I wrong on that? Some companies coming to quote for repair, but I got wings to cook. Yeah, right. Priorities. Okay, Nick, describe the I'm kind of curious now. Describe the smoking your wings. What kind of wood are you using to smoke them with? Hell never I follow the rules. Oh, hell never I follow them. Good for you, Joe. I was going to say the same thing. I do love brisket, though I don't do red meat, so I can't do that. But man, I will tell you, I will gladly come down. In fact, I would love to come down and hang out with Nick again and eat some of his fine cuisine. All tone company on that price. Yeah, exactly. So no, yeah, exactly. I can get fired for violations. I can imagine. You know, it's funny how companies are always looking for an excuse to fire people. Did I say funny? I didn't mean it as in ha-ha. Hello there. Around 4 my time. Yeehaw, man. That's actually just a plane flight away. Fuck. I'm telling you. I'm going to hit the lottery just to be able to say that. Nick, I'll be seeing you in a few hours. I'm going to go fly down. Last minute flight down. Damn, I gotta get ready at 5. Can't make it. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. We're practically neighbors. You are practically neighbors. You guys should be visiting each other on a regular basis. I use pecan smoke. I'm at 250 for 3 minutes and crank the heat up. Interesting. I would love to have a conversation about this because I know nothing about how to properly smoke meat, but I like that. So you do 250 low heat for 30 minutes and then crank it. I'm assuming that's the way you keep all the juices inside, keep the meat from remaining tender, correct? That is so cool. Pecan smoke, and it's pronounced pecan, not pecan. Fire me once, cartoon-like, and fires in my eyes. Try it. Nice pecan smoke. Never heard of it. Pecan smoke. Pecan smoke. Pecan. That was something I was schooled in very early on by my wife when we were still dating. And I think I actually said pecan. And she's like, no, it's pecan. You say that down south, they're not going to know what the hell you're saying. Pecan, they have no legal rights. Exactly. I agree. As an old man in the South once told me, I don't want to eat no pecan. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to eat no pecan. All right, let's see how this thing goes in now. Up, over, up and at him. Yeah, whatever word you. This does not exist exactly. Whatever word you said does not exist. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna. This is a little bit of a little side thing here. There's always this thing about people not getting on with their in-laws. I love my in-laws. My father-in-law was a crazy fuck, and there were days when he was like, "Dude, ramp it down a little bit." But I always enjoyed when I was there with him. And my mother-in-law, she was the sweetest person on the planet. And all the people that my wife introduced me to, except some of her relatives over on her aunt's side, they were a little nuts. I take it back. They are fucking nuts. But the rest of them, I'd love to hang out with them permanently. They're great people. Almond smoke is good on chicken, I would imagine. As an old man, pecan, yeah, what is this? Only pecan I've ever seen was in an abandoned house. Nice. Yeah. All right, let's build the next one. Almond leaves are good from fish tanks too. What? Almond leaves are good for your fish tank? What the hell does that mean? That sounds like a wicked inside fish kind of joke. Or maybe I'm just like not awake enough to understand what was said. Grape is also good on chicken. Grape? Well, especially if they're grape leaves. Opa! Actually, having said that, I think I need a good dolma. It's been a while. Look at that. We're talking about food. I love talking about dried grapevine. Dried grapevine. Put those tannins in the tank. Dried grapevine. Hold it. So the dried grapevine in the fish tank or the dried grapevine in the smoker? I use almond leaves in my betta tank for tannins and oh, really? Interesting. Look at that. Oh, you guys and your fish tanks on the smoker. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of interesting. That's interesting. So what is a hot? Oh man, I'd love to sample like different types of smoking. That'd be kind of cool. Remember when we went to Good Company Barbecue years ago, and walking into their store, not the restaurant, and they have just barrels of different types of wood chips that you can use to smoke different things. It's like, that's kind of insane. I kind of get it, but it's like, ooh. Doesn't want fish again, so his daughter wants a lizard. This cycle continues. Here's the thing. I don't want any pet in this house that I have to take care of. Okay? We got the fish for my younger daughter, who about 6 months into it, abandoned it, which meant I got to take care of this thing, cleaning the tank and everything like that. I didn't want to do that. And I did that for that fucking fish. You know, those things normally live for like, I don't know, 3 years. It lived for like 6. Now, God bless. Sorry, you already have kids. Yeah. But yeah, exactly. I've got kids. And same thing with the cats. Every day, I'm the one doing the litter. I'm feeding them. I'm giving them fresh water. Oh, look at the cute kitty. Can we get more? No. So, now the good thing about a bearded dragon is I'm assuming since it would be in my daughter's room, I would not have to take care of it. I'll go take a look at it. I will play with it, but I'm not taking care of it. Maybe what changes the flavor profile. Chicken benefit the most from lighter flavors, where beef does better with stronger flavor woods. Interesting. Dude, I gotta tell you, you are my guru on this one, Nick. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Good thing to keep in mind. I'm assuming there's got to be a place around here in the Worcester area, Worcester, Massachusetts, that probably has different types of woods. I do want someday. It would be nice. I would like to get a smoker. Smoke some tofu. That's cute. Keep saying that. Yeah. No more pets. All right. Turn the page. Wow, we're moving on to the head. I'm not putting down the sticker. Am I putting down the sticker? I don't think I'm putting down the sticker. Maybe I'm putting down the sticker. We'll see. Next he gets the eating Nixon. We're all gonna hear George saying how much he loves Nick's meat. Jesus, Charles. Well, if you cook me some, I might say the same thing to you. God almighty. That guy could have your name on it. It could. It could also have "fuck you" written on it. No way. No way. Yeah, Charles. Nah, dude, I gotta tell you, I cannot deal with more pets. I love pets. It's not my point. I love my cats, but I love my cats, but no. D1. We're getting to the crazy head now. Shizaku warning, the stickers for the feet are supposed to be damaged from the clamps holding it. Oh, really? That's interesting. So they give you stickers and it's a sticker to show the damage. Have you looked into Highland cows yet? Those little ones can keep in your backyards. I wouldn't mind that. Yo, hey, Swim Dad's here. Hey, Ken. That's our Kenny boy. It is interesting, just like I got to get used to the new names now. So it looks like Scatological is Ray. Swim Dad is Ken. I mean, at least the rest of you guys. What is it with my locals? Oh, I'm going to use a different name so I can confuse George. I mean, at least Kogi-kun, I kind of figured out from his name. And when you get pissed off at it, they can smoke it. Nick, I'm shipping you down a cow. There is something to be said about having like something in the back to eat the grass rather than me mowing it. I can dig that. I can dig it. Yo. It's a good word, Ken. How are you? Happy Saturday to you, my friend. His cousin came over and we had spaghetti and meatballs. She went back for more meatballs and she said, "These are delicious." I looked her dead in the face and said, "No, one's complaining about my balls." And can I ask what kind of look you got from that afterward? And do you still have a nice palm print on your face? I'll take it. Making freezer room now. Oh man. Get goats there easier, and then I'd love to get goats. I would. I think it would be kind of cool. I wanted a real tough sounding handle on YouTube, so went with Swim Dad. I love it. That's a good one. Hey, actually, you are a Swim Dad. Hey, by the way, Ken, how are the girls doing? How are the kids? In fact, you know what? We're going to do this right today. Let's see. Nick, how are the kiddos? How's your wife? Ray, how's Katie doing? Anyone? Charles, how's the fam? How's my young man there? I busted out laughing. Yeah, everyone busted out laughing. I'm sure. You still have a smart face. I'm asking us to roast your balls. It seems like we're being baited for a degradation kink. Guys. I think we might put on the sticker. So the sticker has this interesting kind of color effect. If you can actually see that right there. That one right there. Everybody else, yeah, if you guys want to chime in, I'm kind of curious. How's things going? Joe, how's your daughter doing? Beer to cover it up. A slap mark, so no one would know anymore. Anyways, that's awesome. The fuck am I doing? So am I putting that sticker on there? I'm really struggling with trying to figure out. I got luminous state, normal state. I've got two heads I can put on here. I see. Katie is up and not crying, off to a good start. That's a good place to be. Say hi to Katie for me, please. Ray, is she going to be coming to ValleyCon as well? They was sick for a day. Oh, Jesus, man. Then acted like it never happened. Yeah, Nolan got his first two. Woo! And is trying to figure out the crawling thing. Man, awesome times. Awesome times. Mavis has to be two now. Dude, can you believe it? This is what I keep saying, man. You know, you blink and the next thing you know, they're crawling. You blink again and they're in school. And you blink again and they're graduating high school. It's like, where the fuck did this go? 26 months, yeah. You know, my older daughter's going to be turning 23 this year. It's like, shit. I remember when I was, do I remember when I was 23? Maybe. Parts of 23. Remember turning 21, my dad taking me out for my first legal drink. That was fun. Hard to believe my daughter's, yeah. And my younger daughter's turning 18. I'm going to college next year. Next year, Jocelyn will be in high school. Jesus, really, Joe? Joe, am I right? Bang, just like that. We're men here. We use men ages, not women ages. That's right. Taping my eyes open. No more blinking. Exactly, Nick, do it. I'm serious, man. But enjoy every bit of it, even when it sucks. But good God, 2 years. Yeah, hard to believe, right? 2 years. Dude, I kind of like the whole month thing, especially when parents do it, because kids do that all the time. I'm 2 1/4 old. You know, when you get to be 60, it's like I don't go around saying, "Hey, I'm like 60 1/4." It's like I'm 60-ish. Could be a little younger than 60. I could be a little older than 60. Right, Bob? Yeah. 2 years and 2 months, Charles. I'm trying to work at the bench, and 26 was easy. Auto shoot eye drops. Auto shoot eye drops. Yeah, probably. That's easier than just 2 years. No, it's not. 2 years is much easier. But at that age, 26 months does kind of matter. All right, I'm still trying to figure out where the fuck this sticker is gonna go. Do not cut those pieces. Let me get this part off here first. A6, because I'm not seeing enough stickage here. Stickage. Oh, I see why. Now, okay, I get it now. I get it. Now I get it. Exactly. He's turning to the dark side. Yeah. I will say, this part, look at this. That part, that's wicked cool. That's really nice looking part. Especially with the cat hair attached to it. Give it up, Chuck, and I'll never finish this turtle. Right. Bribery will get you everywhere. That's the only bummers right there. Good eye for those MSV mono Xeon suits. Yeah, give it back. Good morning, YouTube. Hey, Richie. What's going on, brother? Until the end to attach the cat hair. Yeah, I probably should. And many of it. I'll wait till it gets to like a top coat. Oh, look, cat hairs. Oh, look, more cat hairs. Spent good money on that bastard. Spent good money on him. Right. Wow. Yeah, this is really. And in fact, it's like, you can get these parts, right? You just have to buy a lot of these fucking models. Or I believe here in the US you can still do it. You can order either a part or a runner. It'll cost you, but you can do that. So if you needed something like this, you could probably get it without having to pay for a full model. Just woke up. Yeah, me too. I've been in art since the beginning of time. That is true. I don't want it in my art. I'm so close to finishing it, and we'll just break in shipping. Yeah, dude. So I still got to work on Charles's gift that he sent me, the motorcycle rider with a muddy field, and it's literally sitting next to a computer I use down here on a regular basis, and it's like, I just got to make the time to start putting that thing together. Charles, I appreciate that gift again. It was a very, very thoughtful gift. It means a lot, and hopefully someday I'll do it justice and get it put together again. Nah, my son's cat clean. Stay the fuck off my hobby desk. Yeah, I don't allow cats down here. The door's closed. They're not supposed to come down here. I built the inner frame of the Easy 8 last night. May clear coat it later. Nice. Richie, after building it and are you going to clear coat it, and then are you going to lay down any kind of like panel line fluid or anything like that? Or Are you going to pin wash it, paint anything to it, or is it just like it's good enough the way it is? I don't know enough about the inner frame on the Easy 8. The first time I've ever written in language was a kind of mead storage, had cat prints in it. Well, did it really? Interesting. I did not know that. That's kind of groovy. He's always knocking stuff off, start carrying my Nerf gun when I hear it jump in the laundry room. Pooh. I'm going to wash on it and do some details. Yeah, okay. Very sweet. All right, let's get this thing done. I got the parts ready. We will have it in, I guess it's what's it called? Luminous state. We'll do luminous state. When is the new set design for the stream going to be ready? Big desk chairs for guests, branded coffee mug. That's going to be happening never. Yeah. Now, this is all we're going to do. This is all we're going to do. Never say never. But, yeah. Come on. Does anybody really want this thing to become like professional? I don't want it. Ugh. Joe Rogan to schedule next. Yeah. Not in this lifetime. Jesus. I will tell you right now, that is not going to happen. Even if it were a possibility, not going to happen. Oh, okay. What, you want me to get a desk chair so you can sit next to me? You can drive over and we'll do like a live hangout here? For the amazing warrior frame, clear coat it. God, I was expecting a higher production. But yeah, I think your expectations might be a wee mite misguided. A wee mite. I know last time you tried too much DMT. Yeah. Stay safe, stay sane. Merch pre-orders will go. P.O. Box 127. No. No. Makes us follow on a new platform and doesn't even upgrade. What an influencer. What an influencer. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to work on some kind of a what they call it, a slap or something. We'll see. We shall see. Let me just get acclimated to all this first. Let go. Thank you. Before we commit. There we go. I think I got it. I think so. Oh, that's just Hamilton Morris. Who's Hamilton Morris? Sorry. And doing a pop-up store for 2 days in Times Square. I got an email last night from them. Ooh, when is that? Hey, Richie, by the way, it dawned on me I cannot make it down to the your bill day on April 25th, 26th. Geez, last minute on you, Richie. Yeah, that sounds dangerous. That sounds dangerous. It does. Nah. You're not an influencer. Slaps coming soon. Exactly. That might be a good one. I'll put that one out. Not an influencer. It's okay. No worries. Yeah. So it's first of all, it's my daughter's weekend, but also we'll be spending at a dance competition. So being that this is the last year of being involved in that, unless she joins a dance team at college, I will, this is like the last time I'll be doing this. So, you know what? I'm going to take full advantage of it. I love watching my daughter dance. I do. And anybody who's got daughters, and if they ever decide that they want to kind of, hey, can I do dance? As long as you don't have the dance mom mentality, yeah, I'd highly recommend it. Not today, Joe Rogan. Is that the meme going around, or the hashtag going around? Yeah, not today. Fuck you, Joe Rogan. He said he's substance like DMT, son of Errol Morris. Ooh. Oh, really? Son of Errol Morris. Interesting. I like it. Errol Morris is a great documentarian. I've seen a couple of his documentaries. Yes, I pronounced that correctly. Well, my daughter did a musical, so yeah, there you go. Yeah, be proud of it. You know, if your kids are doing something performative, whether that's, being on stage, singing, dancing, gymnastics, playing sports, whatever, be there because it's fleeting. It is fleeting. Sounds good, Charles. We'll be here. Did Charles just change his name? Like instantaneously? Freedom Man from Death Row. Which documentary was that? He did the Days of Heaven. Or I'm sorry, was it? No, I'm sorry. Was it not Days of Heaven? He did Heaven's Gate, if memory serves. Is that correct? Days of Heaven. Yeah, definitely not that one. That's Malik. Let's move that plane a little further out of the way, shall we? Was it Thin Blue Line? I've not seen Thin Blue Line, and I've been dying. It's on the list. It's on the list. Not dying to see, but it is on the list to see. Do not cut. Do not cut. Okay, I will not cut. I promise you, I will not cut. Flip. Guys, give me a second here. I promise. Oh, that's kind of groovy. Oh, okay. I was told a while ago something was brewing up for NYC. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Hey, I got to tell you, anybody else seeing this? There's a lot of gunpla that's being released on premium Bandai, like a PG-1, Gundam Mark II, the Sazabi Verka. Like, why is Bandai doing this? So over here for this month and next. Nice. So, Richard, you're saying that, I want to make sure I understand this. You're going to be at the Bandai store in Brooklyn for the next couple of months, so April, May type of thing? I just want to make sure I understood that correctly. I want to see the new Paul Rudd movie, Death of a Unicorn. Yeah, Washington Blue Line. His work led to exoneration of an innocent man. Yeah, that's cool. I will. Hopefully that's on, I'm assuming, given his relationship, I'm hoping that's on Criterion. More profit in a direct-to-market business model. Yeah. It's always more profit for that. A14. You're releasing a beer, Richard? That'd be nice. Oops, wrong runner. Right runner. Oh, they give you two of these things. Well, that's kind of groovy. Why, but okay. So in truth, I never pay attention to P-Banda because I don't want to get excited about a kit and overpay for a hunk of plastic. Now, I get what Ray is saying, and I agree with Joe. And unfortunately, the thing is, though, when Bandai starts basically cutting out its dealer base, I've got a problem with that. Look, I understand the concept of P Bandai. I do. And I don't think it's a bad model. I think it would be better if they actually work with their dealer base, but okay, fine. You sell that directly to your, and you make all the money. I get it. But when you start going direct sales on certain releases, how long before it's like, oh, this is new HG, standard HG is being introduced, but for the first 6 months, it'll only be available through Premium Bandai. Well, if I were a Gundam reseller, I'd be like, why the fuck am I supporting your line? We're hoping Japan Village and the Bandai Cross Store want to work with NYC Gundam groups. So obviously we are them. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Yeah. Make sure it's you guys, not the other knucklehead. Years ago, when we were a dealer for Bowers and Wilkins B&W speakers, and they went into Best Buy, their whole mentality was, but just keep in mind, they're only getting the less expensive stuff. The flagship product is not going into the store. We're like, yeah, but it's a branding message. In that case, it's a branding message. You want us to sell your products. We're the ones who kind of did it. Well, you're not selling enough. I get it because the market has changed. So you're not giving us the products that we want. And what ends up happening? Basically, Best Buy is selling all of the B&W products, including their flagship stuff. And we're like, yeah, we're fucking done. Bye-bye. They're slowly turning it into a retail store. Yeah, and again, I get it to a degree. And though the analogy I just gave is a little different, sorry guys, I'm just looking. If I put this thing in, will I be able to remove this part later? This is the one thing. I understand they're tight tolerances, but sometimes when you put stuff like this, these two parts together, you will never be able to get that part back out. Bandai should watch their back carefully right now. Third-party kits are getting good. Well, let me ask you this. So this is something that I've heard from a number of people. You talk to Mike Wine as an example. Mike's not a Gundam fan. He's a Gunpla fan. They're saying Target and other big box stores having basic Gundam. I think hobby shops should have exclusive kits, and they kind of do. They do. Hey, Mike. Good morning. What's going on, brother? Forest Ghost in the house. They do. And I don't disagree with that model either. Throw in a couple of things that are not selling, whatever. Let them sell it through Target, through Walmart, through Best Buy. I don't give a shit about that, right? It's a ghost. But it's a branding strategy. But if you decide to now cut your dealer base out, that becomes problematic. Just woke up. Me too. Oh, I'm just waking up. Notice the eyes here. They're still kind of droopy a little bit. How are you, Mike? So now that Mike's here, I'll throw this out. Mike, there is a good possibility I will probably be spending a lot of time in Southern Connecticut, as it's looking likely, not guaranteed yet, but it's looking likely that I will be, my daughter will be going to Quinnipiac. Lunar Toy Store is always a shitload of Bandai, but sometimes a little pricey. But that's the point. But are they selling it at the same price as you can get it on Premium Bandai's website? I missed on a kit from third party. It is a duck riding a robot. Oh, really? Yeah. Third-party kits, and what I was saying about like Mike Wine, they will find models. Kotobukiya will introduce stuff. Other manufacturers will introduce stuff. Third parties will be doing stuff, whether it's Gundam related or something different. Good school, yeah. We're very happy so far. We're just trying to, she's got one more school she needs to hear from, and if she gets accepted to that, that's the one she wants to go to. I don't think it's likely going to happen, and even if it does, I don't think she's going to get into the program she wants. Meaning that the dance team. So likely it's going to be Quinnipiac, which I'm excited about. Great school. Yeah, we've toured the school now twice. Loved it. And it's very close to Mike. It's actually not too far from Ray. All right. Do I want to push this in? The worst that happens is I've got a spare of these things. Yeah, fuck it. Do it. Sometimes it depends on who they know. Like when it comes, they always give us a discount. Yeah, but Richie, the point is they're still selling it at a higher retail price. So if the retail price is, let's say, $30 and P Bandai has it for like 20 to 25. Oh, but we'll give it to you a discount for 25. It's still not, you're not selling it at retail, right? So the messaging is the problem. Next year for the group. There is always next year for the group. Yeah, I wouldn't let my daughter go there for that reason alone. Nice, Ray. Funny. Okay, what do we got next? Next part. D2. That's kind of groovy. Holy, you got a completely separate head. You can literally, I think I might build both heads just because I can. It always depends on the rarity of the kit. Yeah, but I think what it comes down to, Rich, and I don't want to belabor it too much. I think what it is so Bandai today, if I go on their website, they have a couple models, right? That they're just reintroducing. They have an unfair advantage, and I get it, but that's their thing. They can do that. But I'm talking about not like, let's say like a only because it's top of mind because I've got one, the real grade Zaku Mine Layer, right? Okay, that's hasn't been reprinted. I get it. But if it's something that's just gotten printed now, and they have an unfair financial advantage, it's like, what message are you sending? Because I know that's why Gundam Pros doesn't bring in P Bandai. They're like, why do I want to do that? I'm going to be selling it at a premium that they can buy somewhere else. Why do I want to own stock in something that isn't going to move? There was an HG Noble kit at a store for $45. Honestly, turned me off, and I didn't buy anything. Yeah, I've done that before. No, speak your mind, George. I always do. Dude. You get to be a grumpy old man, you can say whatever the fuck you want. No, speak your mind, George. Thank you, Richie. That was funny. You guys are the best. Daniel! Hey, guys. Dan's in the house. Dan, what's going on, brother? Is it still morning your way, or is it afternoon now? Welcome back, Charles. Guys, you probably remember Dan, right? It has been ages. That's why he shaves his head, easier to get the thoughts out. Nice. So 11 a.m. in the UK. Nice. Daniel, I've enjoyed when it comes up in my feed, because with Instagram, you just never could tell. I enjoyed seeing a lot of the posts of your from you in York. I gotta tell you, he's air cooled. Oh, dude, that's how it keeps the heat down. Remember, when you get computers, if they could operate at a lower heat, they operate more efficiently, right? No hair. Brain works more efficiently. God, that's like a shitty conspiracy theory. Anyway, Dan, how's things in New York, man? So every time, like, we're big fans here. Welcome to the new era of YouTube. Absolutely, I need to make breakfast. The problem is getting out of bed. Fuck it, stay in bed. Breakfast will come to you in time. Or you'll wither and die. It's one of the two. Was this Gundam stuff interrupting my regularly scheduled YouTube program? I know. What's going on? Hey, Mike. Good morning. He only has a beard because his hair is interested in what he has to say. Exactly. So we're big fans of All Creatures Great and Small, which takes place in the Yorkshire Dales. And every time I hear York, I always think of Dan. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful part of the world. Anyway, hope all's going well for you, Dan. Thanks, buddy. Of course, anytime, brother. I have things to do today, though. Yeah, but they can wait. Come on, they can wait. God. George today is being the devil on the shoulder, not the angel. There we go. A little bit of a crease in there, but you know, once this thing is in place, no one is going to see it. What are you working on? Yeah, why don't we take a quick little break? So I'm working on quickly, it's easier to do it this way than to unfold the thing. I'm working on the Bolinoak-Sammahn. Yeah, York is a lovely place to bring up a 3 nearly. Daniel, she's almost 4. Oh my God. We were just talking about that like half hour before you popped in, about how quickly these kids are growing. My older daughter's turning 23. My younger one is turning 18 this year. A beautiful kid. This is a lovely kid. I'm really enjoying it. I gotta go plan mom's 65th birthday. Oh yeah. Okay, now you got to get out of bed because this is about taking care of moms. You're working on the bologna sandwich. Exactly. So I'm working on that. And the reason is because I got fed up with this. This T90 tank, I've stopped enjoying it. You know, the thousands of little parts inside. Now, I don't have a problem. It's like, oh, how cool. You got a lot of little parts. But if you're going to give me a lot of little parts, can you at least make them fit? And they're not. I'll travel to London a lot, at least once a week for work. Oh, nice. Daniel, I'm assuming now you don't have to answer. It sounds like you're back and being employed again, and that's great. And I remember the last time you mentioned employment, it's like whatever you take on, I think you took on something. It was, hey, this will work until I find something better. Hopefully you're in a dream job again. So that model just, I don't know. I've not decided if I'm going to complete it or not. So pulling out this guy from Flyhawk. Going to make breakfast. Sounds good, Richie. We'll be here probably until at least 8 o'clock my time. And, you know, you go into this thing, and the details are just as crisp. There are a lot of little parts on here, but the parts make sense. Still the same gaff job that pays the bills, yeah. That's what it is. Well, Daniel, I'm glad to hear that things are going well for you and all that. At least you're back in the thick of it. Anyway, the details on this thing are fabulous. So I will likely, after I finish assembling this guy, I will likely start working on this. I made it! Hey, Ryan. Good evening. How are you? It's good to be back, yeah. And Daniel, it's really good to have you back. Thank you. So this will get worked on soon. And the Vespid, it might go underneath here. This is where I've got sort of like my quite dead shelf queens. We'll see. My hero. I'm just George. Let's get some more coffee in me. There we go. Anyway, it's Saturday. I'm kind of excited that it's a low-key Saturday. I do need to get. I am going to get the back base, bleh, the base for the plane wrapped up. Hopefully, the priming done today. I'm going to work on the propeller. Quickly, got to work on the propeller. Yeah, it's got some shit on it, but I think the paint will hide most of it. If not, it's going to get fully stripped. And try to get this thing ready for ValleyCon. I'd like to bring this to the show. If people go stream on YouTube with you, I don't know. I'm gonna have to try that at some point. I believe the answer is yes, but that's gonna have to be something I'm gonna have to experiment with, Daniel. Good question, though. It's funny. I didn't even think about that. I will have to experiment with that. When I'll put my hand up. All right, let's do this. I'd like to see if we can do it. Maybe I want to play with it, and maybe we can try it in the next few days. See how it works. Maple brown sugar oatmeal with peanut butter for breakfast. Ooh, that sounds yummy. You guys got to stop talking about food. I do have a suggestion, if possible, enlarge the font on the chat. I'm old and the letters. I don't know that I can. I'm not sure that I have control over that. Had 15 tornadoes tear through Arkansas last night. 3 of them were supposedly supercells. Holy shit. Everybody okay, Charles? Family okay? This will be fun. I squint, no biggie. Yeah. See if you can do that, if you can fix that on your side, because I don't know that I've got control over the size of the font. This is actually a little bit smaller than what we had on Instagram. But Daniel's got a really good question, which I probably should have thought about. It's like, because I know we've had people on here before. Is that Ken? Swim Dad 1 is Ken. They went to her parents' house. They got a storm shelter. Oh, wow. Is everybody okay? That's what matters. I'm Italian. I always talk about food. Greeks, Italians, Jews. We're all the same. All the same. Yo, Mike. I'm figuring it out. Trust me, there's some new names. Yeah. I mean, Cookie Coon is Charles. We know that. Scatological is Ray. I think everybody else is kind of like a known quantity. But yeah, that's a good question, Daniel. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, they're fine. That's the important thing right there. That I won't put on. That is pretty groovy. Hey! Clint's here. Wow, YouTube star in the yeah, who dis? Star in the making? I think I might be pushing that one a little bit hard. Using it for he needs dollars. Yeah, I need money. Pay me. Hit the like, subscribe. Get me to a million followers. Yeah, not send dollars. Don't send dollars. Please don't. What's going on, Clint? How are you? Some of this old man ranting and huffing glue. Yeah, that's what we do best here. Didn't I start the show by basically saying if you're planning on learning anything, check somebody else out? I barely assembled anything. I'm going to make some graphics for you, George. I appreciate it. We can talk about that, certainly, Richie. Tired, sore, ready for a nap. Really? What the hell have you been doing? Honestly, Clint, are you working out or something? And please say no, because if you say yes, that means I got to do something now. You're going to make me have to do something. K-Wolf Entertainment. Found you on YouTube. Good to see you again. How's YouTube treating you so far? So far, so good. I'm assuming K-Wolf is Kaysher. Kaysher, let me know if it's you, brother. Packing and getting ready to move out today. Oh, you're moving today? Oh, shit. Let's get you one of them YouTube gold black. I don't want any of that. Yeah, it's Kaysher. Everybody say hi to Kaysher, please. What do you mean? We learned tons of shit, but not guaranteed to be about. Oh yeah, skill modeling. Yeah, definitely not. Plus, work has been super busy the last few weeks. Has it? Really? I hope everything is going okay though. At least, Clint. Hey, Clint. I'm assuming the digs is going to have new digs soon, and I'm hoping they're going to be good new digs. Yeah, digs working out for sure, dude. Are you serious? Packing shit up is a lot of work. Damn, look at this turnout. I know. Let's see what happens the next few days. Everybody comes to a grand opening. Whether they return, that's a different game. But I am thankful for everybody who is popping in. At least even just coming in and just saying hi. That's awesome. So, Kaysher, what's going on, brother? How's things in your world? Yeah, I know. I did already. Nice. Kaysher's a bit of a blast from the past. Kaysher's one of the... God. Was an early follower on the Instagram thing, and also just an early follower. Went silent. I don't have a problem with the furnace in the background, but it's kind of nice. It just went silent for a bit. It gets annoy you and we'll be forever boss. Forever? Probably not forever. Then again. I know I did already. Yeah. At work, same junk when I will follow you with my YouTube Gunpla account. Thank you. I appreciate it, Kaysher. Yeah, no worries, brother. Hopefully everything is okay. You know, I wrote an article in our journal. So we have a new. I'm sorry. In our step back. I wrote an article as the letter from the president for our members newsletter, the newsletter for our group. And the last month was exactly that. Was about, you know what, this whole, you know, hustle culture bullshit. You know, go off and do all this work for your company to get ahead, everything like that. That's great, but don't do it to the point where it actually kills your business. You know, I mean, your own personal time to do your thing. You know, it's just not worth it. We work so we can have fun, not, you know, we do fun in between all the work. It just can't be. Does any know what happened to Six Barrel Wallets? I was going to message him the other day, but I see he's not on Instagram. Yeah, he leave social media entirely? Remember the good old Instagram days? It feels like it was only... Oh yeah. Dude, it's interesting when you go to Instagram versus Blue Sky and just look at your feeds. And look, don't get me wrong. I still think I'm getting a lot of stuff even in Blue Sky. It's like, okay, let me go over and at least I can look at people that I follow a little bit more closely. I don't have to do the discovery thing. But Instagram is just, oh, there's one person I follow, and where's everybody else? Pushing for Marquis side for the new set. Yeah, but he's all okay. I hope so. Chris, I know, completely bailed. Hey, Tom. We got Tom in the house. I didn't know he disappeared. I missed a lot. Yeah, he, about a year and change ago, he kind of got out of the whole Gundam thing. I think it was just becoming a bit much, you know, and I think he needed to just kind of realign, which I think makes a lot of sense, right? Miss Chris, yeah. I miss Chris, too. He was a fun guy. I hope at some point we'll see him again, because he's a good person, right? So let's keep fingers crossed. Yeah, I left it entirely. Said he's got FB for family stuff, but never on it. Said social was too much of a distraction. He's got a good point. 6-barrel Waltz, Chris Waltz. Chris, and it makes sense. And this is like about right in 2016. I did the same thing with Facebook. It's like I'm focusing on all the wrong stuff, and I stopped with social media. And then 2 years later, my kids got me into it. When I was like, okay, I want to kind of post some of the work that I'm doing here, the model work that I'm doing. I've tried to stay clear of the negativity that it created. And now at least I feel like I'm a little bit better prepared for the BS. But at the same time, it's like you just got to know when to just stop, right? And if you feel like it's pulling you into a negative space, you got to stop. I said when we talked, his wife was forcing him out of the hobby. Really? Well, like with anything, and I know he's got kids. It's hard. Hopefully he'll come back to the hobby at a later date. I text with him from time to time. It doesn't sound like he's ever coming back. It's a bummer. But hey, you got your life. You know, if there's one thing that's that you can be certain about in life, is that it's uncertain. To be honest, I slowed down because I was facing building burnout and pressure. I'm slowly coming back, but focusing on why this hobby was fun for me. And that's what it should be about, right, Keisha? It has to be about the fun. You know, I am fortunate that between the diverse things that I'm doing here, but also that for me, I've said this often, for me, scale modeling is not a solitary hobby. It is a hobby of interacting with others, sharing what I'm working on, learning from other people, talking to fellow people, having that common bond with something that isn't work or something like that, right? I've been getting better at avoiding social media. Yeah, it's a task. In some ways, it's been a really good blessing having moved off of Instagram. And one of Chris's t-shirts, still wear with pride. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. And again, you never know. Uncertainty, right? Things could change again. You may never come back to this hobby. Look, there are hobbies that I've left. They were like the coolest thing ever. And then you leave it. Right? You got one of his shirts. Yeah, I got his stickers I still have proudly on my boxes. I'm very, very happy with those. I miss Tim too. Yeah, Tim too. In fact, I was just looking some older photos as I'm posting stuff on our website. I was looking at some of the older photos of Tim being a member. It's like, and I get it. He had a lot on his plate too. As much as I used to be, I post updates, shit post, then leave. Yeah, and that's the way it is. You know, I will say, and this is not a political thing, but I will say one of the big benefits to Blue Sky is the follower count, the people I follow and the people who follow me is much smaller. And one of the benefits of that is it makes it more manageable. Now, like anything, over time, that number could increase significantly and it'll get distracting again. But it is kind of cool right now that I don't have to fight through, 500 posts and see what everybody's doing. It's kind of cool that it's small. I was reading comics for 10 years and they pulled me back in. Yeah, exactly. And I did the same thing. I used to be a huge comic book guy. Thank you for bringing that up, Clint. Now, I don't see, at least the stuff that I used to collect back in the day, I'm never going to buy that stuff again. I'm done. In fact, I want to offload. I've been saying this for years. I want to offload my collection. I don't need it anymore. It doesn't bring any joy to me anymore. My backlog too massive. I got to come back to build so I can see my wall again. I forgot what color the wall was because my backlog. That's awesome. Yay, I get to watch you on my computer. Yay. Yeah, George, I got to send you slaps and a magnet. Please. Like magnets? Just so you know, fridge magnets, I love fridge magnets. They're like the coolest thing ever. Love fridge magnets. We go to places, it's like, I didn't pick up a magnet. And I get frustrated by it. We went to look at colleges. I'm like, if this is the college you go to, I'm picking up a fridge magnet. 2K followers and my likes were all the same, so I slowly started removing people who just didn't care and was following me for the extra number. Yeah, yeah. But it was also interesting that you start not seeing the people that you want to see. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. It's like I don't want to get things like, hey, you're interested in this. Look at this. It's like, well, what about the people who I've been, I want to see their work, and it's like I know they're posting stuff anyway. I have an app for you to sell stuff on. A buddy of mine uses it and says it's pretty easy compared to eBay. Oh, really? Send me the info. Did I send you a slap of mine with the Dio George? No, I don't think I've seen that. No, Charles, send it my way. You started doing pins, old people shit. Dude, I love old people shit. In fact, I'm gonna surprise a few people here. Only special people get a magnet. Only special people. Oh, like Jerry's kids. Did I send you a magnet? I don't think I got a magnet. I will take magnets. I love magnets. Fridge magnets are the best thing ever. Will do, George. Thanks. Clint, you got my, I think you got my cell phone number, right? Let me know. What was I going to say? So it is somewhat politically based. Given the stuff that's going on right now, politically, I'm starting to get a lot more, like listening to a lot more of that Dead Kennedys, Dropkick Murphys kind of stuff I used to listen to, years ago. Watching PIP on my phone now so I can work. Ooh, look at you. Katie was making bags for a while. So we had enamel pins made. Oh, I want one. I'll gladly take something from Katie. Bolt thrower. So all of this stuff, like all this music that's out there, and it's like I'm starting to kind of like when I start feeling like a certain political anger, I like listening to the music of my youth that actually spoke to me politically. And at the same time, it's allowing me to now pull out stuff that I haven't worn in a while, like certain shirts, and I'm putting on my leather. And I don't wear leather anymore, but I've got a leather jacket, which I posted on when we went to see the X concert. I think I'm going to start wearing that a lot more, and I'm going to start flagging that thing with I'm looking to see if I can find a Nazi Punks Fuck Off armband to throw on it. What was Chris's handle on IG? Six Barrel Waltz. I'm watching George on my TV. I did that with Mike on Wednesday. I love watching Michael Wine, Gundamonium Works on the big screen. Oh, dude. My younger daughter walked in. She goes, "What are you watching?" "Watching my friend Mike." And of course, then he's responding. Love the phones from the X. Oh yeah, dude, that concert was so fucking awesome. And I am trying to see if I can get to see Bad Religion and the Dropkick Murphys, who are coming to town as a doing something together in October, September. I got like some of his collection. Yeah, I know you got a lot of his collection, if I'm correct. When you say that in the fandom, we have a familiar saying, Nazi furs fuck off. Yeah, exactly. That's probably where they got it from, right? But absolutely. Yeah, if you're doing this to be a racist pig, get the fuck out of here. Was that planned or a surprise from the sister? We kind of planned it, but she's like, I'm going to come out and we're going to go see the show. I'm like, all right. So she treated me to everything except I bought all the merch. Bad Religion was good. We went to their show a couple years ago. Yeah. Bad Religion has the best Christmas album of all time. Do they really? Hey, Austin's here. Austin, what's going on, brother? Austin's, see, this is the thing that at least Instagram lets you know when people pop in. Unless somebody says hi, you don't see anything. Guys, Austin's one of my locals. Austin, what's going on, brother? Dinosaur Jr. is coming to Treehouse Brewing this summer. Are they really? All right. My locals, we're going to have to talk. I need to start seeing some shows again because I'm getting old and I want to see some bands. Yeah, that and strongly, there are actual Nazi furries, something I still to this day will never understand. And put them the fuck down. Right, Keisha? Put them the fuck down. You still going, George? Hey, we got Robert here too. Robert, what's going on, brother? Am I going to ValleyCon? Yes, I'm going to ValleyCon on the 30th. I got to relearn all the handles. I know. I'd love to go. Okay, locals, we'll talk. We got to talk about shows. Which one is Ken? Ken is Swim Dad. I'm doing good. Almost done with my first tank build. Really? Let's see who finishes their model first, you or me. It's probably going to be you because I don't work fast enough. Waking up still. Are you really? What's going on, Robert? How's things, man? How's things in your world? I know that things have been kind of up and down, right? Haha, we do. Yeah, nice. Put the beat down on any of that Nazi shit. Wait, what? That's actually a thing? Sure. Think about it for a second. You're putting on like a fur outfit, right? Like if you take a look at what Keisha does, which is really awesome, and they go out and do really good positive things, right? And then you got people who go out there and put these things on so that they can create mischief, and hide inside of a mask. Fuck you. Put your face out there. To me, that's no different than the KKK. If you're doing that in order to create chaos and pain for somebody, that's KKK shit. Tom, it's me. Ooh, that makes no fucking sense. Yeah, it does, because you hide behind something. This is the thing about with social media and with any of this stuff. If I can hide behind something and say something nasty and do something nasty, I'll do it. It gives people the out. Things are stabilizing for the most part, still on the roller coaster, but not going to repeat funerals anymore. That's a blessing, Robert. I'm happy to hear that, man. Robert, you're going to ValleyCon as well, right? Because we're definitely going to be hanging out. Sadly, yes, it's a thing, and to do bad things and get conventions shut down and other unspeakable acts. Why do people do that shit? This is why it's like people like that, put the beat down on them. Oh, the muted purple and gold color scheme. It looks sick. Super proud of it. I'll be putting it on the table at ValleyCon. Awesome, ma'am. Just as an FYI, Austin is one of my locals at Patriot. And one of the things that I appreciate so much about Austin, he is like saying, I'll paint that thing whatever the fuck I want. That plane is, I don't care. That's a World War II plane. I'm going to put pink and lightning stripes, and I'm going to put these cannons on it that I want because that's what my daughter wants. Good for you, Austin. I'm planning to, barring unforeseen circumstances. I hear you, man. So I love when I hear people doing stuff like that because, I think historically gunpla is freedom. Yeah, yes and no. All scale modeling is freedom. It's a palette. Do what you want. Trying to figure out what I'll be bringing to ValleyCon. PGU was delivered to my buddy who I paid it for. Yeah, that was a beautiful, beautiful work. But Robert, you do great work. I'm sure anything you pull off the shelf is going to be perfectly fine. All right, let's see. What am I doing here? Now I'm totally getting myself lost. I literally have been holding this part for 10 minutes. Shinmusha and MGXia, but not sure if either will be done by the 30th, and it won't. Yeah, don't rush them. Yeah, never rush something. Never rush it. All right, sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. I'm definitely putting things on upside down because, that's what I do. There it goes. Okay. Are you my e-runner? Building is freedom. Exactly. Ooh, I like that. See, that's the better statement. Thank you, Keisha. Exactly. Someone's doing whatever the fuck you want. George 2025. Exactly. As long as it's not harming anybody. Let's also be honest. As long as it's not harming anybody. You can do whatever you want as long as you're not being a shit. All right. Yeah. Oh, it's jail. That building is the opposite. Yeah. Yeah, on that front. What were you saying about not being a shit? Don't be a shit. Surround yourself with good people. Whew. Flying through some stuff here. That's one reason I build in the fursuit. I'm combining both my fun hobbies, and I get bashed a lot. Who cares? Why do people like get up in arms over stupid stuff like that? Keisha, keep doing you. Fuck the rest of them. Next, it was supposed to be a quick paint job. And Skull Creep. I've been there. Turned into a full custom build. Shinmusha was then supposed to be a quick paint job. That one is sticking closer to the goal. That's good, at least. As I eat my newly painted Corsair plane at a Nazi face. Yeah. At a Nazi faces. And build my first Origin kit and now believe the hype on them. They're nicely engineered for an HG. They're awesome. You will always hear from me. Somebody wants to start with something a little bit more technical, go grab an Origin kit. The analogy would be your kids can play as long as you are inside the park boundaries. Kind of like, yes. And do some decal tests on the metallic. To see what they look like when the matte coat over them. To determine if I need to get more satin or matte. Nice. That's cool. Again, another nice thing about scale modeling, right? It's experimenting. It's figuring out, does this work? Testing out new things. It's your model. You can absolutely do that. Origin kits are amazing. Origin kits are A. Are they? About the only ones I'd look for. Yeah, I love the Origin kits. Yeah. When people look at me and say, you build model kits, they think I'm crazy because I don't look like the type. Yeah. It's funny when we put certain prejudices on somebody because of what they do or don't do, right? Also, I have a Jeep. Oh my God. Almost done for the table. Long story. I'll fill you in later. Holy shit. Austin's working on a Jeep. Dude, yeah, I need to hear that story. Well, back to work. Before I support you, my friend. Thank you, Keisha. I appreciate it. Hey, Keisha, keep doing the awesome things that you do, brother. I appreciate everything that you do out there. Do good, my friend. Well, like an MG Zaku Origin. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if they actually did that? Hey, we got the Gundam. Where's the Zaku? Yeah, totally in agreement. Yeah, for me, every screw up is a lesson, opportunity to try stuff. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. I'm family free and gonna get some sleep for once. Y'all have a good one. Charles, good seeing you, my friend. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. And thanks. I really do mean it. All right. My love to you and the family, brother. There, Charles. How can you afford to build models and constantly fix a Jeep? Oh, that story. There's a story there. Later, Charles. There's a story about Jeeps. There's official launch of YouTube streaming for you. Yes, it is. Might as well just put the pieces down and chat. I could. I've literally spent like the majority of the last hour working on these few pieces here. Yeah. I wish didn't change the Gundam design so much. It would make, to see if they're harder to see. Char actually in the ARC-78. Yeah. I know very little about GQX. I'm looking forward to catching the movie at some point. Having said that, I'm not a big fan of the designs. I didn't like the GQX. Is that what it's called? I think. Or stay away from Nick's meat. Yeah. You got that, Charles. You are just holding the pieces for the past 15 minutes, but I'm sanding now. I'm sanding now. And people are like, yeah, why don't you airbrush? Why don't you paint while you're doing a live stream? This is why. Base assemblies, yeah, because you can stop at any point. Wolfie Baby and Peach Pudding Cup. What happened, man? It's David. David, what's going on, man? What happened? Just time to leave Instagram. I'm tired of Fuckerberg. I'm tired of, supporting his crazy shit. G-Quacks is that what it's called? G-Quacks? I just use GQX because it's easier. Yeah. Are you serious? I thought it was GQX, which would make kind of sense because GQ kind of thing. Quacks? Oh, God, that's terrible. What, George, hold a piece for 15 minutes, then for 3 weeks? Fuck you, Nick. Just for that, I'm going to take on a very large sanding project just for you. Fair enough, bud. It's not called G-Cucks. Oh, God, I hope not. I wish you success. You have my support. I appreciate it, David. Thank you. How's things in your world? Hopefully, you and the fam are doing well. G-Cucks. George kind of work on a kid is better than me drinking coffee at the bench. What? No, drink coffee and be at the bench, dude. What? Just a phantom joke that got taken seriously. Oh, God. G-Cucks? Just sit in the corner and watch the movie from there. Yeah. Good. All right, let's get these 2 pieces put together. Oh, I got to crack some plastic here first. No work getting done. Yeah, dude, get some work done. Never, ever believe the Japanese pronunciation translation. One of the Tamiya kit was supposed to be big spider turn into beak spider. Beak spider? We're doing great, bud. Being a father is yeah. Enjoy every minute. We were talking about that earlier, David. You blink and the next thing you know, they're 2 years old. You blink again, they're starting school. You blink again, they're graduating high school. Enjoy every minute of it. Enjoy every minute of it. Okay. Yeesh. What the fuck's going on here? Hello. Enjoy every minute of it. There we go. I've prepped an oil palette like 5 times to finish the bound dock, and they keep drying before I use them. I've kind of been there, Mike, but not to that degree. Like I normally will load up and use a little of it, and by the time I'm kind of like returned the next couple days, it's dried up, do it again. But yeah, putting oils down and not using them, that's different. Yep, I don't cry often, but I saw day 1 and 2 my comparison and cried my ass off. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with crying, brother, especially for our kids and the glory that they bring us, man. The glory of our kids. All right, let's pop this guy's head on. I think that's all I need. Bing. I'm going to just say that is a really groovy looking head. I mean, it's a crazy-ass, stupid 80s design, but man, it's beautiful. Here's a sub to you, and I'm off to get the rest before the baby gets up. Yeah, no worries, David. Take it easy, brother. All the best to you and the family. That reminds me, I need to get some more water mixable oils. The mineral spirit stuff kicks up acid reflux and stuff. Oh, really? Ooh, yeah, you want to avoid that stuff. Yeah, the water soluble stuff, I think we're going to start seeing becoming a lot more beneficial. The other thing you might want to take a look at as well is the like the AK pencils, because they kind of do the same thing to a lesser degree. They're a little different, but they do that to a lesser degree. And one of these days, I'm going to have to try a gouache, like this stuff here. I picked up. I don't know. It's got to be like 2 years ago now. I haven't tried it out yet. Like this stuff here. from Mr. Hobby, because this stuff is water soluble. Yeah, it's water-based weathering. It'd be nice for us to move away from chemicals, right? What's the view on third-party kits off AliExpress? I think it depends on what we're talking about. Like if somebody is creating a unique mold, like for example, if you're doing like something that either Bandai hasn't released or you're taking a design, let's say like the Bolinoak-Sammahn, and they're going to redo an entire mold and create it in 1/100 scale and make it their own thing, I would say that's pretty cool. If they're literally taking runners and just replicating them, I think it's unfortunate, but I kind of, it is what it is. I want to try the weathering pencils and real touch markers. Yeah, the problem I find is not giving the rest set button. Like traditional oils and mineral spirits if you screw up. Yeah. Well, that's why I think you might want to take a look at those gouaches, because I think that kind of stuff, and there's other guys who are making it, but I think that stuff is pretty good. I haven't experimented with it, so I can't, give any definitive answer to it. But give that a try. But yeah, Daniel, frankly, I think it is what it is. I think you also get what you get. If you take like like what is it I've seen on AliExpress, the HG Goof Flight Type for like $15 US. You're gonna get what you're gonna get. If that thing is just like a reprint of the existing mold of the model, literally taking the runner and reprinting it, and the quality is good, great. And if it's shit, you get what you get. Skyrider, have you tried Gamsol? It's the only odorless mineral spirits I've found that's truly odorless and doesn't trigger my respiratory issues. Really? Austin, where do you get that stuff from? This is the kind of stuff that I think is pretty cool. I like when people ask questions like this. I've never even heard of this. What is Gamsol? Do I actually have the ability to build another one? I don't think I do. Nope. By the way, Austin, you'll have a chance to meet Skyrider. It's Robert. He's based in Rhode Island, so he's going to be coming up, hopefully, to ValleyCon. Made by Gamblin is available at art stores and Michael's. Made by Gamblin. Gamsol. Really? I've used Weber's Odorless. I like it. It works, but I don't have respiratory issues based on, I don't get triggered by these chemicals. I'm sure they're fucking up my lungs something awful, but I am kind of curious about this now. But if I can find something that works extremely well, that's great. But again, if you lay down enamels, that's kind of hard. Oils in general, I don't have much of a problem with that. I don't get a sense of anything from oils. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I haven't had the bad luck. All right, let's do a rough assembly of this head. Hello. Made by Gamblin. I might be going to Michael's later anyway. Might have to take a look at that. In fact, my Weber's Odorless is getting a little low, so I might need to pick up something else. I might look into it, but I find because I work out of my airbrush room, any of the degassing as it dries can still get to me. Really? Yeah. I picked up the Harut Final Battle version of AliExpress as I didn't get a chance to get the P-Man. It's still in the backlog, so not sure of the quality. Daniel, I'd love to hear from you. Next time you pop on, let us know. Like, just open the box, see what it's like. I am kind of curious about whether or not these companies that are, basically copying runners, I'm assuming that's the case, what their quality is like. I'm not advocating that somebody does it. I'm not saying don't do it. That's on you. I don't really care. But I am kind of curious as to how good those molds are. I'll put a pic in the chat. It's kind of slippery with oils. Hard to explain, but the viscosity is slightly different than AK odorless. It's different in a good way or in a less good way. That's why I'm experimenting with water mixable oils. Yeah. I totally get it. Yeah, absolutely. It makes total sense, Robert. But like I said, I use Weber's, and I'm getting pretty low on this, so I'm probably at a point where I'll need to pick something up. So thank you, Austin, for letting me know, and Mike for the details. Camsol. I'm not doing extreme cleaning on this because I'm just doing a rough assembly of these parts so I can throw it into the head bin later. One thing I do want to do in the next year or so is I got my spare parts bins, little plastic containers. I actually want to do a better job of getting that stuff broken out. I do find that I've gone quite often when I'm doing some kind of like modification quite often to those bins. They're just not easy to navigate through. Works just fine, different. So it works. It works differently, but it works just fine. Yeah, my local Michaels hasn't had it for weeks, but I got it on Amazon this last time. Work way better than the AK stuff I used to use. Really? So it works better than the AK stuff. Not just that it doesn't affect you, but it works better. Wow, that's fascinating. I think so. Wow. Cool. No, thank you, Austin. Well, like I said, I'm in the need, so I will take a look for that. In fact, I love going to Michael's and just, every time I'm there, I love just picking up their brushes. Brushes have never been cleaner too. Really? Really? See, that's kind of fascinating. Oops. I just use testers for stuff like that, but again, I can because, like I said, theoretically, it doesn't really bother me that much. I just use whatever enamel thinner or the stuff from the hardware store. I don't do a lot with enamels. Oils, yes. Wish I could use lacquers. Using only acrylics feels like hard mode all the time. Well, it adds a level of complexity, but as long as you understand it, you can work around it. I want to chime in about the third party. Yep, please, Edwin. Built an HG Wyndham last week, mostly the same with Bandai. With softer plastic and a few seam lines need to be more, but the precision was there. Really? Thank you, Edwin. I appreciate you chiming in on that because, like I said, I've seen some of that stuff too on AliExpress. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll try one out maybe one of these days. Is Hull's art supply is across the street. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you got an art supply right there. Nice, Mike. Their seal pop bristle brushes are good. Seal pop bristle brushes are good. Ken, what the fuck? Ken. Oh, God. Okay, so this might not work well. Oh, whatever. From their endangered species line. Oh, my God. Ken, and I say this with all sincerity, you're going to hell. And a friend who work at hobby stores said that even though two third-party brands are selling the same kit, one will be better quality than the other. That's interesting. So how do you know which, like, that's going into a shop, but if you're buying from, say, something like AliExpress, how do you determine which one's good and which one's not? Nah, I love animals. I hope so. I know you do. I know that was just a joke, but man. It's also cool talking with the conservators because they use a lot of tools that could cross over to seal. Oh, of course. It's basically you're dealing with a painted surface. That's awesome. Mike, I'm looking forward to us catching up. Hopefully you're going to be at ValleyCon in a couple of weeks. That's the best thing. You don't. Yep. Okay. Let other people buy it first. That is the smartest thing to do. Yeah. I'm get ready for Emma's birthday party. Hey, happy birthday to Emma! Tom, how old is Emma now? I mean, I gotta tell you, we talk. A lot of us have been talking about the age of our kids. How old is Emma? Nine. Oh my gosh, she's 9. God, she's 9. She's 9. Wow. Yeah, happy birthday, Emma. That's awesome. What do you got planned, Tom? Give us a quick rundown, then you can bail. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking to see. There we go. I like seeing pink paint on your desk. Oh yeah, absolutely. Gonna be for the lips of one of the figures I'm working on. But yeah, of course, pink. I got a pink lacquer, but I needed a pink water-based. Party at an adventure bounce. Oh yeah, the bounce places. Yeah, Tom, that's awesome. Dude. I love those places. Love those places. Of course he is. Tom's not one of those guys who's going to sit outside. He's going to be in the middle of it, in the fray, in the thick of it. I love it. Let's take this whole assembly apart. Ha. 2 very simple little letters. Ha. Nice, Tom. All right, let's see if this comes apart now, because this will be a propel you to the main one later. Mr. Hobby is discontinuing the aqueous line according to the guys at Hobby Emporium. Really? Dude, that line has been in the mix like forever. And how do I know that? Because, yeah, do I want to pull this out? So this model is from the early 1980s. And the colors that they're listing on here, which is the ones that I grabbed, are the aqueous colors. Wow. You guys all make me wish I had kids. All in due time. All in due time. By the way, I enjoy when they used to do stuff like this. Wait, they're discontinuing the aqueous line? No, they're just starting to get them. Yeah. I'm looking forward to experimenting with these things, but if they're going to discontinue that, that's going to be interesting. I can't use. Yeah, that's the point of it, right? It's a fully water-based color. You don't want that to go away. But then again, maybe they're just not selling enough of it. Or there's too much competition out there with other water-based colors. But that's bullshit. And 42 time is running out. I don't know. Hold it a second. Robert, give me a second here. 75, 85, 95, 5. I had my older daughter when I was 38-ish, and my younger daughter when I was 42. Had to be earlier than that. So, you got time. Everybody's pushing shit out, man. Read an interesting article on that a couple months ago. It's disappointing because they spray as well as Tamiya, but have a much better non-military color lineup. Yeah, please. Okay, so I think we need to find out if this is true or not, because that's not going to be great. Because if this stuff works kind of like a lacquer, but it's water-based, that's great. People selling aqueous here in the U.S. But are they still selling in Japan? Because that's their market. So hopefully it won't be discontinued. It's kind of like if you're interested in getting Tamiya enamels, you can get them, but you have to buy them out of Canada. So hopefully there'll be the Canadian dealers or somebody else will be selling them and we can still pick them up. That's too bad. That's really too bad. Wow. I hope that rumor is just that, just a vicious, unfortunate rumor. What just happened? I know GSA Cruise has 2 water-based lines. I wonder if they plan to shift. Hey guys, is everything still kosher? Because I just saw everything. It says I wasn't live and now I'm live again. I just looked up and it says you're live. Maybe I just kind of blipped out. Let me know. There's 2 water-based lines. Yeah, but I don't think that the other line is fully water-based. All good. Did anything blip out? All good. Thank you, guys. That was crazy. I'll tell you. That was crazy. There we go. It glitched a little. Okay. Accretion is pure water-based, like Bolinoak is like to me a solvent-based. Really? I thought this was fully water-based. Okay, so aqueous, accretion is fully water-based. Aqueous is not. Got it. Okay. That's a bummer. But no lapse in stream on my end. Okay. Good to know. I don't know what happened, but I have no idea what happened. There we go. Bang. Yeah, I got some bottles of each from a while back. Their naming convention is weird. You would think aqueous would be the full water base, but nope, solvent. Interesting. Gotta run. Catch you all tomorrow morning. Alrighty, Mike. Have a good day, brother. Enjoy. Hopefully you're doing something fun today. Have fun with the family. Time is it? Yeah. I'm going to be on for about another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to bail as well. Bolinoak. See if I can get something beyond the head kind of done here. It's all done. A couple of arm joints in the head. It's all I've done. I see how these things don't go together. Yeah. Hey, Mike. Oops, hello. Yeah. Yeah, you can always sculpt at a later date. So this is what you got. Basically, you can also build the head where it has a solid piece at the top rather than the glowy bit. Got a jump G. It's been a pleasure. Daniel, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll get this chance to see you again soon. Whenever you can make it, brother. Thanks for welcoming me back. And always, Daniel, you'll always be welcome here. Always. My best to you and the family. Love to all. Okay. Pop that there. That'll go in the spare parts box. There are so many awesome people in this world. There's so many douchebags in this world, right? You don't have to hang around with them. Go hang out with the cool people. All right. I'm going to work on, I guess, the right arm. Let's work on the right arm for a short bit. Let's see how far we get into it. Maybe we'll get a little bit into it. Maybe we won't. It is weird that this model does have polycaps. For a relatively new model to have polycaps is kind of like crazy, considering their Bandai seems to be working very hard to move away from polys. Edwin, if I may ask, how's things going with Ramadan? How's the fasting and everything? I hope all is a-okay. Polys. Everyone might not have wanted me to bring that up. I can understand that. Bing, bing. It's funny, these arm parts are usually the same size as something I mean, they're large. These are usually something you find like in a hip for a poly, but not like this. There we go. Elbows up. Shoulder up. I need to reschedule my eating time and sleep, basically break fast. It's around 6 p.m. Won't sleep until midnight and eating. So then sleep until about 8 o'clock. Yeah. Then sleep until about 8. Yeah. Try to get a lot of that fasting time in during, so that so you don't have the hungry grumbles. D3. We have here in Worcester, we have an Islamic center that drive by quite often because it's on the way to some of the shopping areas. And it's fascinating when, especially when it's a little bit dark outside, and you look inside and you just see, all the praying that's going on. It is, I got to tell you, it is, to me, it's very fascinating to see. Parking lot's always crowded, right around the time of prayer time. It's pretty cool. I don't know if I could survive Ramadan with my low blood sugar issues. What do people do if they crash without food? That's a good question. I'm assuming there has to be some kind of a contingency for, making sure that for health purposes that you are getting some kind of nutrients, right? That's a good question. E5. There's a lot of chunky pieces of plastic here. That's different than intermittent fasting. The only difference is there is no drinking. Yeah. No drinking, like water or anything. Is that correct? In soccer, they will stop a match to let Muslim players break fast when appropriate. Very cool and respectful. Oh, I like that. If you're not healthy, you don't have to do it. That's good. Yeah. It sounds to me like it's not like, what I think is pretty cool about it, it's not a litmus test for being a religious person. If your body can't, because of whatever ailment, if your body can't handle it, then so be it, right? Your health does matter, and that's kind of an important thing. Here in Indonesia, it is a bit easier than some Western countries. We can eat for like 10 hours. In Northern Hemisphere, they eat something like about 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. Okay, so you have there's a little bit more flexibility there. But again, I think, Edwin, as you said, it's like it's if your health does not allow for it, then that's fine. Yeah. If your health does not allow for it. I appreciate, I've talked about it. I'm an Episcopalian. I'm a Christian. I like what I do. I like my religion. The older I get, the more I'm kind of delving into what it means for me personally and the morality code that I've set up and all that other stuff. But I also think it's very important that we respect every religion out there. And there's, as I've said for years, and it's one of the things I learned when I was working at Boston University, when I heard the term, duality and plurality for religion. And that is that there are multiple paths to God. Multiple paths. There's no one path to God. And I know that there are people who are like, no, this is the only way to go. And the answer is, no, that's not true. It's multiple paths to God. Best thing about this month is sometime I paint super fast. Like the first week, I paint 5 minutes in 6 hours. Wow. And that's because of fasting, Edwin? Is that because of Ramadan? That's kind of groovy. Boy, if that's the case, I think I'm going to become a Muslim. Kind of aligns. Ooh, that's kind of groovy. Wow, the detail on these parts is pretty radical. I'll show you guys in a second after I get this thing cleaned up. But wow, that's pretty groovy. I'll wrap this up right now. So I get these kind of parts put together. I will likely call it a morning session and wrap up the first of the live streams here on YouTube. Starting year 6 here on YouTube. It's I gotta tell you, 6 years. It's hard to believe. I've got 5 years behind, and I'm starting year 6. I gotta tell you, it's wild to me. It is wild to think that. Ow, what the hell was that? I gotta think about eating in the afternoon while I need to do something. I just pain. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, pain. When you don't feel it, it is time to break the fast. Yeah. So it's yeah, that's good. You find something else to do. Yep, that makes sense. That's cool. Wow. That is one. That's like one of the shoulders. That's one chunky SOB. I do like some of the, looking at that, like that detail right there. It's really nicely done. Well molded. Anyway. All right, so with that. All right, so before I bail. So somebody said, it's like, are you going to change anything up on the live stream? And the answer is generally no. But I did talk about this a while ago that I'll probably end up doing something a little different, perhaps when like on Sunday. So, Balder62, welcome. How are you? Hello, everyone. Hello, Balder. So I've been asked, what are you going to do that's different? So on Sundays, if I'm down here in Massachusetts, rather than visiting my wife or whatever travels or whatever take me away, I will be working on something different. Sundays only. Fine, and you? It's a Saturday. I don't have to go to work. I'm working on models, and I'm hanging out with great people. What more can you ask for, really? What more can you ask for? Alrighty, so everybody ready for this? I'll bring this over here. Starting tomorrow morning, I will be starting to build that. Gunner. Hey, George, what model are you working on? Right now, I'm working on the... Hey, Seb. All right, so Balder62 is Seb. Sebastian, how are you, my friend? Going full paint? Assembly only right now. At some point, yes. Gunner, I'm currently working on the Bolinoak-Sammahn, just assembling it. And the bat plane, which is almost done. The background is being painted right now. That's a big boy. My dream kit. Edwin, if you still need one, I think this place up in Maine, and I know it'll be crossing the world, but they still have one available at a comic book store up in Maine, of all places. That's a big boy. It is big. I have no idea. That's not done yet? Nah. I wished it were done, but it didn't. It somehow didn't happen. I'm good, and you? I'm well, Seb. It's been a fun first day doing this on YouTube. I've enjoyed it. A lot of great people here today. It's nice to see a lot of faces I haven't seen in a while pop over. I'm hoping this will be great. Well, I'm a big fan of your work on Instagram. Thank you, Gunner. FYI, I am no longer posting on Instagram. Yesterday, I wrapped up the live stream. Everything I'm doing video-wise is going to be done on YouTube at this time. Everything I'm posting on my work is going to be on Blue Sky and whatever follows that for that's Instagram-like. Right now, Blue Sky is like Twitter, but for me, the platform's better, and I don't have to deal with the craziness of Meta, because Meta's psychotic. Don't compliment him. He won't fit. He won't fit in his Prius. Nice. Ray. You bastard. So anyway, starting tomorrow, I will start assembling it. Something tells me the first the first day is just going to be basically unbagging everything. Quick good morning and congrats on the YouTube. Thank you. Hey, Katie. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. Can you do me a favor? You just slap Ray around a little bit just for me. Just for hoo-has. Katie, I hope to see you on the 30th at ValleyCon. Hopefully you can make it. That'd be great. In any case, so that's what we're going to be working on Sundays. I've got a few fairly larger kits, and I thought to myself, let's just change things up a little bit. So on a Sunday, I'll probably be snapping up one of these larger kits. How is that a punishment? Ray, dude. Anyway, my friends, thank you everyone for being on here on day one. Can't tell you what it means to me. It's been a pleasure having everybody here. As we like to say, stay safe and stay sane. Are you judging at ValleyCon? Yes, I'll be judging. I won't be bringing a Gundam, but I will be judging at ValleyCon. Later, guys. Have a great day. Yes, you too, Ken. Guys, do good. This world is absolutely fucking insane. It is crazy and going crazier by the day. It's up to us individually to make it better. Help somebody. Don't hurt them. Make something better for somebody. Don't take stuff away from them. Do good by people. Do good. There's too much stuff that's bad. Let's do good, all right? So with that, I'll be back on again tomorrow. You'll also be judging us in life. Always, 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 always. A friend of mine said he completed the kit. 1 month snap only, no paint. Yeah, it'll take probably a while. Do good, guys. Enjoy the day. Make it a good day for somebody. And I will see you tomorrow morning. Peace. Love you all. Peace.